Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 689, 2 Minutes of Life. I'd show you a picture of Stanley, but after we went out this morning, he never came back. He went in bed with Mom and hasn't been out yet since. That was like 3 hours ago. He's sleepy. Alright, 2 minutes of life. Every time you take a breath, you take breathing for granted, but those of us with breathing issues and those of us with severe breathing issues don't. We can't take that for granted. Every breath comes at a cost, and sometimes it's harder than others. Are you making the most of it? This is something that you have to evaluate day in, day out. Are you making the most of those 2 minutes of time each time you take a breath? What are you doing for you? What are you doing for your family? What are you doing for the world? All right, I'm back. I'd like to think there's a balance on what you do. On who you support, whether it's you, whether it's your family, whether it's the world as a whole. So balance that. Find what works for you, what works best for you, making sure that you aren't the last one in the list of priorities. So make the most of those 2 minutes. And you have the micro view, like take a breath, and you have the macro view, which is what's my place in the world? So what's your commitment to the next 2 minutes? What are you doing? Are you doing it well? Are you wasting time? Sometimes playing a game wastes time, and sometimes playing a game rejuvenates you. Sometimes scrolling Facebook is healthy, and other times it's not. What are you taking away from it? Does your heart rate race when you're scrolling Facebook? What about reading the news? All of those things, do they help you or hurt you? And what can you do about them? You know what comes first and foremost? Take that next breath. And if you're thinking about, geez, I really don't want to, then take a better look at it and think harder. And if you need to call somebody, call. There are all different kinds of places that will help you and talk you through why you need to take that next breath. Give yourself time to decide what you want to do. Give yourself time to grow, and then do it. You can't lament like, hey, boy, the last 60 years I've wasted my whole life. Well, why? What else have you done? Take a good look at how far you've come. Take a look in that rear view. Even turn around if you have to and see how far you've come. And then look at how far you still have to go. Go and get there. You can't get there if you're not breathing. So take that breath, think about what you're doing, move forward. All right, hopefully that helps. Just a little something I was thinking about. Saw a meme, had to make a video on it. There you are. Hello, humans.